All right, what's up, everybody? I'm in the process of, excuse me, I don't want to show y'all my boobage, but I'm in the process of rearranging everything. What you're seeing behind me, of course, once again, is clothes. Everything's going to be so much more better and so much more wonderful when I reorganize. And I think that a lot of times when we go through our doldrums in life, that's what it takes. And I've said this before, a little reorganization. I said this quite a few videos back. But in the course of me being busy, so busy with everything, yesterday and today slowed down quite a bit through some unforeseen circumstances. So that helped out with my time. And that's what I just wanted to say. Every situation that you're in, wherever you are in life, is a gift, it's a blessing. Because sometimes you have things planned a certain way, but you just need a gentle reminder from God, the powers that be, whatever you want to call it, that hey, there's other things that need your attention. You need to stop and consider the lilies. And this is my lilies. This is my wildflower garden that we're putting together. And every so often, like I said, you need to pull everything out, take everything down, and start all over. I'm in the process of doing that. This wall is going to be totally something different. I've already taken down. I had it full of like maps, the bus schedule maps and whatever, which would have been pretty nice if it was framed, but it was more for functionality than anything else. So, it's going to be something different. I'm not going to tell all my secrets right now, but when I finish, you're going to love it. I decided to take a quick vlog break because sometimes there's things I used to journal a lot and write a lot, but with the advent of technology, things have changed, and I stopped journaling as much. And I didn't used to vlog. I used to just, because I think this was before all these different venues for vlogging came out. But it is very healing and very therapeutic, not only for yourself, but for others. And something just happened that just kind of annoyed me a little bit. So since that happened, I said, well, I'm not going to, while out on it right now. I'll take a deep breath, talk about some other topics, and then go back to that. And think too, vlogging to me is like eating. It's a sign that you're kind of chilling and whatever. So I don't want to chill too much because I have a lot of great things to do that I want to do today. But again, I don't put too much pressure on myself because I can be a high pressure person for myself and for others. And sometimes, and I've had exes and things tell me it makes other people feel like they're walking on eggshells. So that's just for my benefit because I'm getting older and my elasticity in so many ways may be wearing thin. Yeah. So I'll talk about that. I'll go ahead and talk about that real quick. Then I'll vlog about something else. So this is the situation. I'm pretty much to myself. Like I said, I'm healing. I'm recuperating. A lot of times when you're in that mode of healing and recuperation, depending on where you are and what your experiences are, you may open yourself up to any and everybody and everything. And then you realize, hey, don't everybody deserve a front row seat because people take information and they may use it in ways that are not conducive to your healing and your recuperation and your self-improvement and your betterment. So you have to separate yourself from that. But on the same note, some people know how to take that, turn it around, and turn it into something completely negative. And one of the things I used to talk about a lot, even in interviews, I would say that your greatest strength is when people ask me my greatest strength, I tell them that, but I'll also tell them that's also my greatest weakness because sometimes the things that you're so self-assured of, people can see that you find strength in that and they will take it and turn it against you. So just realize that can happen, that the truth be told, the truth is that your greatest strength is your greatest weakness because you become comfortable in that and people can use that against you. So learn to build each and every aspect of yourself, know what your strength is. And this is something that, like I said, I'm so open. I have to learn to choose wisely on sharing those things. Now, for me, by nature, I do kind of like people. I do. I really do. I like people. I love people. I like helping people. But after a while, if you get burned so many times, it's like you learn that sometimes you have to retain certain things for yourself because you need to grow and develop. And maybe the rest of the world isn't, they're not on tune with, your growth and your development. So for me, I don't know, maybe some type of syndrome. I have this thing where if somebody speaks to me and seems to be nice, I am genuinely nice back. Meaning I don't never have anything negative to say about a person, place, or thing. What I say face to face is the same thing I say behind. And if I say anything, whether it's face to face or behind, it's always going to be something that is made to grow, to develop. It's not anything to shoot anybody down or hurt anybody. Now, what I mentioned in my last vlog is that sometimes, even if you're listening to gossip or negative things that somebody has to say about someone else, you are an active participant. Why? Because you're condoning it. You're allowing that situation to happen. And sometimes I'm so easy and I'm easy, and I am in so many ways, and it's so sad. I need to, you know, I'm working on a lot of things with me, and that's one of them. So I'm very open, and sometimes when you're very open like that, you devalue yourself. And the reason I say that is because people don't value your opinions, your thoughts, and who you are if you're so open and honest about genuinely who you are all the time. Because what happens is they use that information, as something to talk about later on, to gossip, whatever. So let me tell you, and I could be wrong, because again, it's a matter of perception, and perception and awareness and all of that. So me in the midst of my doing my thing, and like I said, I've been straight up busy forever. Yesterday, because of circumstances, it calmed down a little bit. Today, I made it so I did absolutely nothing, and so when I'm doing absolutely nothing, the next logical thing is to clean up. So that's what I'm doing, reorganizing, and I pull everything out. It's a small space, so everything is really everything. But yeah. So I came out, and I usually have on my house shoes or whatever because the floor is really dirty. And I'm sure, somebody saw that my feet are now dirty because of the floor. But house shoes or socks, but I can't find my socks because I bet they're all dirty. But anyhow, so I came out, and I don't live in this building by myself. I have a room pretty much. And so I came out to get some water, and because I'm making my dinner, and just to drink water and all that other good stuff. And I try to limit my time out as much as possible, because again, I'm trying to get into myself as much as possible and build myself as much as possible. And there have been some very negative things that have been purported, and and it has been co-signed through listening to it, and behaving a certain way by certain people, and then also it's been permitted by others because maybe they feel the same way, but they're just not vocal about it. So those are things that I'm working on, changing perceptions. And again, I've always did not like perception management, because to me, I feel like that's manipulative. So I don't. But what my goal is not to change perceptions, but my goal is to build myself as much as possible. And when I hear things that are negative, whether they are true or not, use those to build myself as well, because that means these are things that somebody could put into someone's ear as a perception, and those are things that I need to change, not only behind closed doors and verbally, but I need to build. And so that's what I'm doing. So thank you to each and every person that's had something negative to say or something condescending to say. Thank you, because you have added to my power source, because now I'm using that to build myself even more. So there's a lot that I'm learning, but basically I shared something that just seemed like a really casual thing to share, but the tone that person responded to me in was like, I didn't like it. I'll tell you what it was said. So I came out, somebody said hello, and so I said hello back, and me, out of stupidity, because I am stupid, I admit, I'm like, well, how's things going? How's your cleaning up going? Oh, it's going good, but I still have things I have to throw away. And I was like, oh, that's what I'm working on now. I'm just reorganizing. Oh, well, that's good. She said it with pity. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. So I don't like any of that. So just going forward, just so I don't ever have myself in a situation where I feel, just so that I don't have myself in a situation where I ever feel like I have to know when I'm communicating with someone that they have my back, that they have my best interest. So, and again, with valuing myself, I'm not sharing any personal information directly. If somebody wants to eavesdrop, I can't help that. If somebody happens to cross, some of my personal media, that's fine, because they took it upon themselves to work to get that done. But as far as personally, person to person sharing my information, I'm not anymore. Like I said, a couple of people that I admire, the channels that I saw, just little things I saw. There was this guy, Ask Chaz Ellis, AskChazzellis, and I admire him. I was taken aback by it at first because he was posting like for services, like he was saying, well, if you want to me to answer a question, it's $10. He was actually charging $10 to answer a question, and people was actually paying this man. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't doing anything that YouTubers don't normally do. He was giving his opinion on things, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. He's really good. I like what he had to say. I like his presentation. It's not over presumptuous. It's not ghetto. It's just talking like you're talking to a cool person that you're talking to. And but he capitalized on that, and it's good that he did that, because with all the positive comments that are out there, or positive things that people are thinking, there's always a positive and a negative. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna hate, oh, you think you know everything, blah blah blah. But hey, these people are paying for my services, so it really don't matter what you say. So I have to learn, because I have a lot in so many different ways. I have to learn to package myself, market myself, in a way that I'm comfortable with, and also stay true to myself. And that guy to me is very, I like the way he presents himself. His page is professional as far as he's professionally dressed on it, but when he does his videos or whatever, he's normal. He has on a tank top. You know what I'm saying? He's just being him, and that's something, that's a quality that you don't see a lot, people just being who they are, not putting on a front of show for someone, and that's the kind of person that I like to believe that I am for the most part. I think sometimes I do feel uncomfortable if I feel like somebody outside is listening, or, something like that. That would make me a little uncomfortable, because you're not expecting it. And, when you're having these candid conversations, you and your audience, or you and whoever took the time to come and visit your portion of the world specifically to see you, that's time they're taking out of their time to do that, versus someone that may be taking information and saying, oh, I just came across it, and, using it in a way that could be derogatory, or in a way that just takes away from the spirit of what you're doing. So that was one of the things that, I was talking about. And something I never learned is worldly wisdom. There's a book that I never got an opportunity to complete, The Art, and I haven't completed any books actually in a while, but this was like a decade ago. The Art, and it's a book that's way older than a decade. The Art of Worldly Wisdom by Balthasar Gracian. Every single thing, he has like 300 and something different tenets to go by. Every single one of those, I break. I'm the opposite. I don't have any worldly wisdom, if you want to call it common sense, whatever you want to call it. I have no worldly wisdom, and I got to check on my stuff. I hear it boiling. But just to let you know, yes, I don't have time to blog about the regular stuff, but I just wanted to let you know about keeping your personal information personal. So I'm starting to learn, and this is my learning process. So I'm going to check on my stuff. Bye.